semifinal. Introducing first, the fighter coming out of the blue corner. She stands in at 5'5" tall, weighing in 135 pounds. She has 7 amateur bouts with 5 victories. One of those victories comes by way of knockout. She represents the Fresno Force. Welcome to the cage, Valerie Aspaas. Her opponent is standing across the cage and fighting out of the red corner. She has an impressive amateur record, 4 victories, only 2 defeats. 2 of those victories also come by way of knockout. She stands in at 5'9" tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, representing the Denver Vipers, Courtney the Lion King.
Chris Garrity here with the Silverback, Seth Petrozelli getting ready for our women's bantamweight semifinal bout. Our referee Todd Anderson about to get these ladies going. Valerie Velociraptor Aspaas versus Courtney the Lion King. This is Fresno Force versus Denver Vipers, and Valerie comes out aggressive, looking for the clinch right away. Courtney King having none of it, trying to push her against the cage, and now Valerie looking for a guillotine here.
Yeah, Valerie just kind of bullied forward, took some shots getting on the inside, but it allowed her to clinch like that. But she took a couple shots coming in like that. Courtney was throwing those hands.
Now, we've seen Courtney fight before, extremely strong women's bantamweight fighter, won her fight fairly easily the last time we saw her. We'll see if she's going to have that sort of time here with Valerie Aspaas.
Yeah, you can totally tell that Courtney wants to stand and trade. She's trying to get that distance, keeps throwing strikes. She wants nothing to do with the grappling. Valerie definitely wants to close that distance and clinch with her.
Valerie looking for the takedown, tries to go for the double leg. Courtney having none of it. Again, wraps her arm around the top of Courtney's head. Really wants, I don't know if it's either control or just even to lock in that guillotine.
I think she was trying to maybe like shuck her down to the ground with the head and arm shuck or something like that. I mean, if she was really trying to go for that guillotine, she'd try to lock on and jump guard.
And she tried to do exactly what you said, shuck her down, ends up on her back with Courtney King in half guard on top.
Valerie now in a somewhat bad position, but now going for the Kimura on Courtney.
Both good records here for amateur female fighters too. We've got 5-2 for Valerie, 4-2 for Courtney King, so similar records going on here. Still trying to hold on to that Kimura and in a bad position with it too.
Using it maybe to sit up and try to roll it the other way, but that cage is in the way. It's going to be kind of hard. Able to get back to half guard though. Still difficult to end that submission from there.
The one thing that is doing is it's not allowing Courtney any great position or to at least rain down any damage. And she has to be worried at least about that arm being taken out from under her there.
Right, she either needs to sit that left elbow and left shoulder to the ground and pull it up to put herself in the, put Valerie in the submission, or stick her head in the pocket and get out of it.
Courtney doing a good job pressing Valerie up against the cage, punishing the midsection of Valerie Aspaas.
Let's see if Valerie now, she's looking to walk up the cage. She's getting her head up the cage, trying to position up. Yeah, maybe she doesn't want to. Maybe she just wants to kind of scoot around and keep going for submissions on the ground.
And that was the 10-second knock for round number 1, folks. Courtney the Lion King, Valerie Velociraptor Aspaas, and our 135-pound semifinal first round is in the books. What do you think, Seth? Who are you giving this round to?
It's a tough one, man. I think I am going to give it to Courtney just because a lot of strikes landed even up top and ended up on top in the when she tried to pull guard or end up on the ground.
Now, as we're talking here, as I was listening to, I'm looking over into Aspaas' corner, the blue corner. She is in trouble. There might be an issue with the knee. Todd Anderson is looking at it now. I think he is going to call for the doctor, folks. They're going to take a look at this knee, and when we come back, we will let you know exactly what's happening, folks. We'll be right back.
Oh yeah, she's in pain right now. You can tell from her, she's screaming about it right now. Her left knee, something's going on with it. Either she landed on it, it popped out of place, or maybe, who knows, torn MCL, ACL, who knows. She was limping back.
All right, folks, here we go, getting ready for round number 2, and we had mentioned the doctor looked like he was on his way in the cage. The Fresno Force, Aspaas' corner, actually shoved the doctor away and said, nope, she's fine. It looked like she was complaining and kind of screaming about it the whole round, but she's toughing it out and going for it here. I don't know if Anderson is sold on it, though. He's talking to her. I think he sees her not being able to put a lot of pressure on it right now, and I think he finally is going to call it. Yeah. This is a good thing. Remember, these are amateur fighters. Even though there's a lot on the line with this tournament, you have to think about life and your career.
Exactly. If you have a torn or blown MCL, ACL, it can be partially torn. You go out there and put weight on it or get kicked or something, you can completely tear it. You're out for 6 months to a year rehabbing it. It's just, it's not worth it.
And so while the doc again takes a look at this knee, folks, we will be right back and let you know what's going to happen here.
It's not.
Where are we at? All right, roll it up. Off the stool. Timer.
All right, folks, here we go. We are back. The doc cleared Valerie Aspaas to go. Took a look at a long look at her knee, moved it around, talked to her. It's time to continue this fight. Round number 2 off to a start here. Good strikes from Courtney King. She knows she's got Valerie hurt, so she's going to go for the kill.
Now, if it was me, and tell me if I'm a jerk, Chris, but I would have kicked that leg first thing is when I come out there.
No,
I mean, is that Cobra Kai style? Sweep the leg?
Absolutely, it's Cobra Kai style, but you know,
I would have done it.
That's life in the NFL.
But look now, Valerie ending up on top.
Boy, in the heart of this woman, I gotta say, we saw it. She's screaming.
Yeah.
During the break, I mean, her knee was killing her, and somehow she is toughing it out. And right now, in top control on Courtney King, obviously the healthier fighter on the bottom, getting beat up right now.
Perseverance, man, just persevering, pushing through, looking amazing right now. Ground and pound and Courtney King.
Landing a bunch of monkey punches now, left to the chin of Courtney King as Valerie Aspaas in a lot of trouble with an armbar here. We'll see if it's deep enough. It looked like she was starting to pull it out, Seth.
Nah, she's out completely.
Todd Anderson, one of the best refs in the business, telling exactly what Courtney King was doing wrong. She was grabbing the inside of the glove, which is not a legal move. Good job from Courtney King, getting out of trouble there. Laying on the arm bar to make sure that Valerie kind of rolled off her and now looks to get into top control. Odd position.
Yeah, kind of an odd position. Almost like reverse guard position or something like that. If I was Valerie, I would try to take my legs and push off the cage to pull my guard back. Use that cage there to your advantage. Try to cage walk around it.
You know, almost a strange stalemate we have going at this point.
Yeah. There you go. Courtney's doing right there. She's getting her arms to the inside. That way she ends up right in side mount.
Good job from Courtney King staying patient there in that awkward position. She's got a knee on the belly right now. Valerie Aspaas is probably going to try and pull her arm out.
As soon as she frees that arm out of the between the legs of Valerie, she's in trouble. She's doing a great job, though, pinching those knees together, keeping that arm trapped, because that's going to be the arm to do the damage.
Right. Things are not looking great here for Valerie. She's about to get mounted. Like we said, that glove is getting closer and closer to being snuck out there. We'll see how much strength that Valerie has, and that's it. Courtney King looking to start dominating here, although good job from Valerie, feet against the cage. Good turn there.
Yeah, I thought she was going to actually push off and try to reverse it.
Valerie Aspaas on the bottom here, gray shorts with the red trim, white shorts with red trim for Courtney the Lion King. You just heard the 10-second knock for round 2.
Yeah, short time here. Courtney's going to try to do as much damage as she can in these last few seconds of the second round.
And that is it for round number 2. Valerie Aspaas showing a lot of heart. Definitely hurt her knee. As we watch her walk back, we'll see how she does. If she's going to walk straight, she's already limping a little bit, but not as bad as she was after the first round.
That's what adrenaline's for, Chris.
And you know what? She's got a lot of heart, so we'll see how the rest of this fight goes. Folks, will be right back to finish this fight after this. Referee Todd Anderson has just called seconds out to get our third round started here. This is our 135-pound bantamweight tournament semifinal bout. The winner moves on to San Diego, California, January 9th for the finals at Harrah's Casino. Chris Garrity here with Seth Petrozelli, the silverback. And we've had a good one so far, Seth. Who do you have in this fight?
That last round was tough, man. That was a 50-50 split because Valerie had the first half of the round, but then Courtney reversed it very nicely. Oh, I'm giving it to Courtney just because the first round she was winning. Plus her striking is on point. There's 1-2 punches. I'd like to see her get distance and try more of that instead of doing the 1-2s to a clinch where it kind of becomes a 50-50 match.
And right after Courtney landed a left and then a big-time right, they instantly clinch. Valerie does what she's been doing the whole fight, wraps that arm around the top of Courtney's head to control her.
Yeah, this is when Courtney needs to turn around, separate, and get some of the strikes off.
Good knee from Courtney King in the clinch. Boy, for a fight that I thought was in a lot of trouble after that first round, this has sure turned into a great back-and-forth match, Seth.
Valerie trying for that head and arm takedown. Kind of got a little high and slipped, almost had the back taken. Kind of another in a weird position right now. Going for the, could be a little applauder right there.
Definitely sneaky off her back, Valerie, because she hasn't really given Courtney a ton of time to sit and lay down punishment. It always seems like Courtney's trying to get her arms or her legs out of something crazy that Valerie's got a hold of, you know?
And then the reversal right there from Valerie, pressing Courtney's back against the cage. Man, this is going to be a tough one to call, Chris. It's back and forth a lot.
Yeah, another one of those fights that you don't want to be a judge, and it's going to be hard to tell the judges whether they were right or wrong after this one, too.
The fans now getting behind the fighters. Starting to get loud in here.
As it normally does with our women's fights, these are a lot of people's favorites because you could tell how much heart they both have, how skilled they both are, and no matter what, they're going out like champions anyway. Short time now. We just went under a minute here, round number 3 for this 135-pound bantamweight fight. Fresno Force's Valerie Velociraptor Aspaas versus Denver Vipers, Courtney the Lion King.
Look at Courtney now slipping out the back. If she gets that head free, she's got the back of Valerie Aspaas.
And that is exactly what has happened. Can she do something to finish this fight? Again, short time, only 30 seconds left in the round, Seth. Valerie doing a good job grabbing onto the hands, the gloves of Courtney King, legally, of course.
Yeah, let's see if Courtney can try to sink in and make it jump really fast. It's going to be kind of tough. Valerie's doing a great job of defending, grabbing the gloves, grabbing the hands.
And that was the 10-second knock. This is going to be a tough fight to call. This will be interesting, Seth.
Yeah.
And that is it. Round 3 in the books. Your
Great
bantamweight semifinal in the books. Seth, call a winner.
Darn it, Chris. Well, just right there, getting the back of Valerie at the very end, having Courtney win the first round. Going to have to give it to Courtney King.
So Seth makes the call, going Courtney King on this one, I think, and not by
You're gonna
any
agree.
easy stretch of the imagination. I'm going to agree with you.
Yeah,
Courtney,
you are.
Courtney the Lion King. Hey, last time we disagreed, I was right. You were wrong,
Damn it.
as it should be. But anyways, folks, we hope you enjoyed this fight. We're going to let the judges do what they do. We're going to let the scorekeeper add up the scores. You'll see us in the cage shortly for that official winner's announcement.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to an official decision, come on, one more round of applause for a great bantamweight fight. After 3 rounds of women's bantamweight action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored this bout the same 29-28 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And moving on to the finals in California, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the red corner, Courtney the Lion King.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing here with your winner, Courtney King. Courtney, great fight, great action, back and forth. How do you feel coming out of this fight?
Pretty excited, pretty tired. She was definitely really good. She definitely was pretty close to a lot of those Kimuras and submissions. But
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. She had a couple of Kimuras on, but it looked like you fought out of it pretty easily, pretty nicely. But they were worrying you a little bit?
I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention.
That's usually what happens after a fight. You don't know what happened until you go back and watch the tape. So how do you feel now? You're moving on to the next round, San Diego. You got to be super excited for that.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to go to San Diego. I guess I hadn't really thought about it much until right now.
One fight at a time, right? Well, what's your game plan going into this next fight yet? Have you thought about your camp? Are you going to take a little break? You're going to go jump right into it, training right away, going back into the grind?
I'll probably just jump right into it. No breaks.
Nice, I like it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for your winner, Courtney King!